Alright, Shalom, Koholoi, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakar, Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone and honors to all you Akim out there that's doing the work in faithful and in truth. And I'm going to talk this video, Esau's Judgment. You know, and I'm going to start out at Jeremiah chapter 51. You know, because Esau in his mind, he think that, you know, that he really think that his worship on this earth will continue forever. Little does he know that his time is almost about up and he's about to lose everything that he have. You know, but instead, let me start at Job chapter 20. You know, and I'm going to start at verse 4 and then we jump down to Jeremiah. And he says in Job chapter 20, verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short?
Yeah, since man has been placed on earth, wickedness has always been short with the Most High. Wickedness has not lasted for very long before the Most High has wiped it out.
In the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
Yeah, and those people who rejoice in their wickedness, that's only for a moment.
Though his excellency mount up to the heaven, and his head reach into the cloud, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Yeah, his excellency, that is the things that he do, the things that he feel he's important about, that lift him up, he make him very proud. But Yahweh would bring him down to the ground. His own dung would be greater than him.
That's right. You know, he'll be pressed forever like his own dung, you know. And like, you know, once you take a shit in that water and you flush it down, you don't see it no more. That's how Esau would disappear.
And you don't care about it anyway.
You don't care about it. You don't look back for it. No. You know, he says, they which shall have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found.
Yeah, of all the nations on earth, he says the only one that would be completely destroyed after the kingdom.
He said,
he's the only one that would not be around. We would wonder, where's that guy that we used to weep? Where's Esau? Is he anywhere around?
Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Yeah, he's like as a vision of the night. You know, he's gonna be like you're having a vision.
Yeah, bad dream.
A bad dream. You just woke
Esau
up.
would be like a bad dream to us. He would be gone. We would be glad about it.
That's right. You know, and he says in verse 9 that I also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Yeah, he would not be around. Esau would not be around.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
That's right. And all the monument and all the artifact that he built about him, you know, all the landmark that he have, all of it will be gone. You know, there'll be no memory of Esau ever again. You know, and he says his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods.
Yeah, he will restore everything that he has stolen. He's a big thief. He has stolen everything from every nation on earth. You would have to give every piece back.
That's right. You know, every piece, everything he has stolen. You know, just because it says on the day of Vespasian and Titus, ever since they came to Jerusalem and stole all everything, you know, from Israel, all that gold is still around. All the menorah, all that, Esau still have them treasure. And the Most High is gonna make them give every last one of it back. And I got verse 15. He says, he has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Yeah, everything that he is taking, he would have to give it back. He has swallowed down the riches, he would have to vomit them up. You'd have to give it back.
Yep.
It's just a metaphor for giving everything back.
Yep. And he says, Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. And then on verse I'm gonna drop down, and then verse 19. You know, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he builded not.
Yeah, he take everything from everyone on earth, as I have explained before. Everything he has stolen from everyone. He is the biggest thief, the thief of everything, and yet he's calling everyone else a thief.
And that's why the Most High is going to get rid of him. You know, he oppressed the poor. He oppressed the whole entire world. You know, but mainly Jakes. So the only way to get rid of, the only for the world to ever be at peace is to get rid of him completely. You know, Esau, the so-called white man, must be completely exterminated. You know, that's the only way we'll ever be able to get out of this nightmare, is for Esau to be completely exterminated. You know, and be right before he's gone, everything he has stolen, he'll be giving every last penny back. And he says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desire. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his good. And the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in strait. Go ahead.
When he thinks that he has overcome everything and that he is on top, he would be at the hardest point in his life. Everything bad will be happening to him.
Yep, and he says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Yeah, everybody that he has stolen from would be upon him.
And he says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall win it upon him while he is eating.
Yeah, when he has just the last little thing to rub it in the sauce to take his last bite, the Most High is going to snatch it out of his hand.
That's right. Because that's how it is. Because that's when Esau think that everything is all good. He has everything under his thumb. That's when the Most High is going to take it away from me. Like the brother said, smack it out of his hand. You know, that last piece of dessert he's about to put in his mouth, he's going to smack it off his hand. And also too, in verse when he said verse 22, when he said every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, because all those other heathen nation that Esau
all the nations that he has taken things from, they would all turn against him.
Yes, yep, they'll all turn against him. You know, all the allies that he thought was going to be by his side, the heathen that he worked with, you know, to try to get rid of us. Because that's what goes on in the NATOs when they go to that big meeting. You know, Esau team all those other nations
with all the other snakes.
With all the other snakes, you know, to try to find a way how to take down Israel. Well, guess what? The same nation that you so-called white people, the so-called white men is going up in that NATO, in that big meeting, to find a way to destroy us. Those very same nations, they're going to turn their back against you, Edomite. And then they're going to turn their sword against you. You know, and I got in Jeremiah chapter 51, and there's a reason for that. Why all those other nations are going to turn against you, Edomite. You know, because you Edomite, like we said, you Edomite, like the brother said, you Edomite just goes around and just takes shit that don't belong to you. You know, and they try to force democracy down on everybody's throat. That's why all the modern nations are going to get up against you, Edomite. When I say Edomite, I'm talking about all you so-called white people out there. All the nations are going to turn against you. Hell, you Edomite here in America, particularly, you so-called white men here in America, your own kinsmen are going to turn against you. And this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. You know, and he says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken.
Yeah, Babylon has been a golden cup. That is, it was a cup that everybody made a lot of money out of. It was a rich place where everybody wanted to come, everybody wanted to be. Go ahead.
And he says, the nation have drunken of a wine.
Yeah, everybody has taken up everything that you have given them. All your bad habits spread all over the world. Yeah, go ahead.
The bad habit, the philosophy, everything. He says, therefore the nations are mad.
Now that the nations are looking for something good from you, you have nothing good to give them. So the nations are mad. They're looking to get you.
That's right. He said they are looking to get you. You know? In fact, we bring out in Revelation chapter 17, you know, and you see here, Revelation chapter 17, verse, where is it at? So like, yeah, Kim, just give me a minute while I look for it. Verse 16. Because all the other nations are mad. Even England, Britain, they're mad at you. They're mad at you, America, and they're the one that give birth to America, and they're ashamed to see you're American, and y'all came out of Britain, and he says in Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, and he said that in the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Yeah, the 10 horns are NATO and the rest of the EU, and in time they would hit America.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, that's right. In time,
and even now, in today's date, we see the signs of they becoming against the United States. We see the sign of it. For instance, the French President Macron is saying that Europe has to build its own army in order to protect it from the rest of the world and America.
Yeah, you see, like the brother said, that's what's happening. Because it's not just the nation of the Middle Eastern that have a grudge against America, but the rest of the whole entire world have a grudge against America. You so-called Edomite that's living here in America, your own people that are in Britain, Warsaw, Germany, they all have a grudge against you. People that's in Europe, the Edomite that's in Europe have a grudge against you Edomite out here in America. And that's the Most High's program. The Most High is the one that's doing all of this. Because that's gonna be the judgment the Most High is gonna put upon the United States of America. That will be the Most High's judgment, to take all those other nations and wise them up to fight against you. You America. And that's America, that's the Most High's judgment. And he says in the 10 whore which thou shalt sow upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Yeah, burn her with fire. That is all the nations of Europe and the rest of the NATO and all of them that have nuclear weapons would burn America with fire. They shoot the weapons upon her.
That's right. And he says, for the ones that have put in their heart to fulfill his will.
Yeah. This is the Most High's will, that this place would be destroyed because it is too wicked. So he has put it in the heart of the other nations to burn this place with fire.
That is correct, and that's what's going to happen. And that's the Most High judgment. And that's the judgment that's coming for you, Edomite. The Most High put upon his heart to do all these things. And he says in Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devil.
Yeah, all the wicked things of the earth is in Babylon. Is in this place called America. Babylon, the great Babylon, the daughter of Babylon.
Mm-hmm. And it says, in the whole of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Yeah, every unclean spirit is in this place.
And he said, for all nations have drunk of the wine of her fornication, and the king of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Yeah, she's given her philosophies to all the nations of the earth. And most of the nations are in cahoots with her. They have taken on her philosophies. Therefore, when they see the things that she's doing that is against them, they are all mad.
That's right, and he says, in the measure of the earth will wax rich to our abundance of her delicacy. And so like the brother said, all them other nation, they all wax rich. They become rich to America, and they make their money from America. And America is a big consumer nation that love buying good from every other nation, But what come along with all that is the philosophy the philosophy of the United States, that are grafted into the mind of the people of this other nation, and the people of the other nation, they start doing what the Americans are doing, and that's why all those other nations are mad, because of America, that's why you got people now that's rising up against their own government. You know, you got people rising up against their government, and now all those other nations are mad, and the leader of all those other nations, they want to take down America because of that. And he says in verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partaker of her sin, and that receive not of her plague.
The Israelites who are in America has to come out of the philosophies of America, not specifically out of the place, but out of the philosophies, because the philosophies is what is wrong about this place. The philosophies is what cause all the evils that has enveloped this place.
And he says, for her sin have reached to the heaven, and the Most High have remembered her in iniquities.
Yeah, the Most High has remembered everything that you have done, everything that Esau has done, and he is going to repay you. He's going to bring your own desolation upon your own head.
Yeah.
So to recompense all the things that you have done upon your own head.
And he says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her work. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Yeah, and when you're fallen, and we are the rulers over you, we will give you double what you have given us.
And he says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she says in her heart, I seek a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
The day is coming when we would be doing the beating, we would doing the tormenting. We would torment you twice as much as you have tormented us.
You know, and he said, therefore shall her plague come in 1 days, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judge her.
Yeah, the Yahweh would judge her, and her destruction, her desolation would come in 1 day.
You know,
I think the scriptures say 1 hour, everything will be over.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. In 1 hour, everything will be over. He says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Yeah. When she's destroyed, her smoke would go up in the air, and when the nations see, they would lament. They would say, oh, this is the place where we used to get all of our riches from. Now she's gone.
And he says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchant of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore.
Yeah, the nations would be sorry about what has happened to America, because there would be nobody to buy their goods. There would be no the consumer of the earth, the destroyer of the earth would be gone.
You know, and that's what's happening. You know, the consumer, because all the goodie, all, like the brother said, all them stuff, all the profit that they make from America, they're not gonna make that profit no more, because America's gonna be totally burnt up with fire. You know, and that's the judgment that's coming here in America. And this judgment is for Esau, the so-called white man. But if you, Jake, take part, you know, of the so-called white man wicked way and follow after them, you also going to taste the same judgment as the so-called white man.
Yeah, that's what the scriptures say. Come out of her, that you're not partakers of her wickedness.
Yeah, he said, come out of her. You know, and then and me just looking for the precept. Give me a minute, Kim, I'll look for a precept. You know, because we talk about when the Most High is gonna plead with them. You know, but in the meantime, we'll bring this precept out real quick. We go back to Jeremiah 51. Well, I look for the other precept. He says, Jeremiah chapter 51. And he says, verse 8. And he says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pen, if so she may be healed.
Yeah, we cannot heal Babylon. She is fallen. If she could have been healed, we would have healed her. But she cannot be healed.
And he says, he said, therefore, he said, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for take but for a pen, so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reached unto heaven, and is lifted up even unto the sky.
Yeah, there is nothing that we can do, because the Heavenly Father is judging this place. And just as the Heavenly Father said, everything, Babylon would fall, and it is falling, and we ought to get out of her philosophies. We've got to get out of our philosophies, or we would be destroyed with her.
We will be destroyed with her. You know, and that's exactly what will happen if we continue to remain, you know, on following the God of this world, following the God of this nation. And remember, the thanksgiving that you just are worshiping, you know, glorifying, that is an idol God that you glorifying. You glorifying the God of Esau when you worshiping in thanksgiving. All them other holidays, and then Christmas will be the next one. That'll be far after that. You just are glorifying that holiday. That is a God unto you, Jakes. And you all will take part of that destruction if you refuse to stop going after those gods. You know, and I got in Revelation, like I said, it is Esau's judgment, and Esau's judgment is coming near, and it will be here soon. The Most High is about to bring judgment upon the world. And I got Revelation chapter 16, verse 16, and he says, just, let me see. And he says, actually, let's start verse 50. And he says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches and keepeth his garment, lest he walk naked, and they say shame.
Yeah, the Yahweh and Yahweh Shai would come to as a thief in the night. So we have to be prepared. That is what keeping your garment means. You have to be prepared. You have to be ready for any eventuality.
Yeah, that's what. So we have to be prepared for what's coming. You know, and saying, because we don't. I want to be caught up in that destruction out there that's coming. That great destruction, that great judgment that's most about to be placed upon this earth. I don't want to be caught up in it. And I pray, hope that Yahweh Shai will have mercy on me. And I pray, hope that Yahweh Shai will have mercy on me and the blood of the ward and all the brothers and the brothers in the camp. You know, that are doing the work in faithful and in truth.
I do not want to die with Esau.
Oh no, I won't die. No one die with Esau.
I don't want to die with Esau.
You know, and he says,
my greatest hope is to
right.
see his destruction.
That's
I don't
right.
want to die with him. I want to see his destruction.
That's right. And he says in verse 16, right here, and he said, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. You know, in that great place is that great war. The Most High is gonna gather all them Edomite, you know, all them that gonna rise up when they see the angel of the Heavenly Father coming in. They're all gonna gather them into one place, and that's what the Most High is gonna plead with them there. And the Most High is gonna wipe every last one of them, you know, every last one of them Edomite, you know, that's gonna gather in that place called Armageddon. You know, so that's what's coming, and that's when the Most High is gonna really judge all you Edomite. You know, every last one of you will die that day in that battlefield. There should not be any remaining that's gonna be left alive in that great war. You know, but those of you that are left in the city, that are left in the city, that did not take part of that nuclear destruction, you all gonna be winding up, and you all gonna be put into slavery. You know, but as for those army, those troops that's gonna go down there in the battle of Armageddon, they're all gonna die right there. They're gonna try to fight the Heavenly Father and His angel and Yahweh Shai. They're gonna try to fight, you know, but they're all gonna die in that spot. The Most High is gonna wipe them up, evaporate them completely. You know, so that's what's coming. That's that great judgment. You know, and Esau, is nothing Esau can do to save himself out of his judgment. There's no bribe, no amount of money, nothing Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man can do. Nothing this country called America, which is Babylon, can do to save herself out of that great judgment that the Most High is about to bestow upon her. Because when the Most High when the Most High set that judgment up, for you Edomite, that is it. It's a wrap. Your time is almost up.
No bribery will work.
No bribery will work. So what's waiting for you right now is your future destruction. That's what's waiting for you on the other side, and that's what's coming for you soon. In the near future, which is very soon. So with that, I'm gonna say Koholoi, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone, and salutation and honor to all you Akim out there that are doing the work and faithful and in true. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.
Well.